Ladies and gentlemen, how do you learn English so fast? If you are not a native speaker, I think you will have the same experience as me. When I was a senior high school student, I remember lots of vocabulary, I remember lots of grammar, and trying to combine both together to create a sentence. I think you will have the same experience as me. Actually, that is a good way. When I entered into the college, there's no trouble when I reading the English textbook. When I go to the graduate school, it doesn't stop me to read the professional research data on the paper. There's no problem. Yeah. However, problem will always come in. When the first time I meet a foreigner and try to communicate, he talk to me, then tell the time I think in Chinese, and then I need to translate it from Chinese into English, then respond to him. Actually, it costs a lot of time. So when I speak English, it always not smoothly. Else I need to think and then translate from Chinese into English, then return to it. How does this happen? I will give you a research data from the financial file on chapter 6. It's a story. It is on the 18th century British. It's the time on the Industrial Revolution. So the time, there are many jobs released from the factory, and the requirement to attempt to a job is that you need to understand the knowledge on the book and the education circle environment, which means the kids live in that age, they need to learn the grammar and the vocabulary. So, that is a good education way. We use the similar education way as the kids living in 18th century. The only problem is we are not a native speaker. They are. They already knew how to speak in English and listening, but we can't. We cannot speak English and listen to English naturally. So that is the problem. This kind of education, we call it grammar translate method. Yeah. So I was thinking, how should I improve my English speaking and listening abilities? And finally, I thinking, obviously, the best way to learn is to learn from the native speaker how they learn English. Let's imagine a kid living in America. When he born, the first word he say maybe dad or mom, teaching by his parents. After that, his parent will point an object, like this is a book, an image, and pronounce it, book. And the kid will come back, pronounce and the book directly. After practicing, now the kids can use a simple sentence to deliver what he thinks. And his parent will still try to teach him a lot of how to deliver his thought, and the kid will imitate how their parent say. So, this is the way how they learn the language. That is we call nature learning method. If you don't believe, I will show you a case in Toastmaster. Please allow me to introduce Annie, the Vice President of Public Relationship. Annie. Woo! Why I use this case? Because Annie speaks Chinese only when she stays at home. Most of the time, she speaks English when she stays at British. So, she has a lot of time to speak it. She can, even if she don't go to grammar school, she can easily to point out what kind of grammar mistake we make. So, that is the power of nature learning weight. You can find her to talk to her to feel the nature learning weight during the intermission time. Alright? So, this is the first part I will share to you. I will start the second part from asking a question. What kind of language do you use when you are thinking? What kind of language do you use when you are thinking? If in Annie's case, I believe Annie will use Chinese only when she speaks in Chinese. Most of the time, she will think in English. But in my case, Chinese thinking is my primary thinking system. I will only switch to English system when I need to use English. Yeah, we already know if you use Chinese to sing and then just into English, it will cost you a lot of time. So the best way to do is you build your own English thinking system. It means you need to think in English, include all the vocabulary, all the emotion, all the logical thinking. It's never easy. For the first time, I try to think in English. There's something always interrupt me. That is, I know the meaning, but there's no proper word to describe it. As a result, I need to check the dictionary all the time. It really bothers me. But after practice and practice, right now I can think in English. When I need to speak, the proper word will just come into my mind. I don't need to think in Chinese anymore. That's the reason I can speak English fluently. Okay? So, 2 points. 1, you need to put yourself in an environment which uses English all the time. 2nd, you need to build your own English thinking system. And I will say the best way is to go abroad to stay for months or a year to stay there. But if you want to stay in Taiwan, Toastmaster will be the best way for you to practice. Yes, I'm the Vice President of Education. I need to promote it. Yeah, why? Because when you are a prepared speech speaker, at home you write down the script. The time you are compose your thinking. And then when you're standing here to speak it, to deliver it, we use English to speak it all the time, like a practice. And when it comes to the table topic, it will be volunteer to come to here to answer a question, or you are lucky enough to be chosen to here to answer a question. Actually, there's no time for you to think. You can only say whatever comes into your mind. In the end, evaluation section, the evaluator will tell you which part you do well, which part you didn't do well, just like a parent teach you before. So, correct it, remember it, use it. My mentor used to tell me, English is a kind of working language. The more you use it, the better you are. Keep speaking English, keep listening to English, keep thinking English like you will use English like a native speaker. Toastmaster thinking.